Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're tackling something huge, really one of the biggest betrayals in modern sports history. The Russian state-sponsored doping program.
It's a complex story.
Absolutely. And we've been digging into the sources, especially those really detailed independent commission reports, the ones WADA commission.
Yes, the IC reports are key here.
Okay, so let's unpack this. Our mission today is to really get under the hood, understand how this whole system worked, the methods, who the key players were.
And the bigger picture, right? What it means when cheating becomes state policy.
Exactly. This deep dive, it's about cutting through the noise to see how badly sports governance got compromised here.
And it's important to set the scene a bit. I mean, doping itself, sadly, isn't new.
No, definitely not.
You can go way back, right? Thomas Hicks at the 1904 Olympics with strychnine, or, much more tragically, the Danish cyclist Knut Jensen in 1960. That was a real shock.
Right, those were markers along the way.
But the Russian situation, what the Independent Commission found, that was different. The scale, the organization, the source of the cheating. It signaled something historically significant.
How so?
Well, we really hadn't seen this kind of systematic state-level program since, East Germany back in the 70s and 80s.
The GDR parallel.
Precisely. And that program was often run with direct Stasi involvement, state intelligence coordinating the fraud. The Russian findings confirmed that state-supported doping was, unfortunately, back in a big way.
That East Germany comparison really hits home, because the first IC report back in 2015, it didn't just find isolated cheating, did it? It described a whole system.
That's the core of it. It was transactional, highly organized. This wasn't just athletes finding stuff on the black market on their own. No, this was like an enterprise.
An enterprise running alongside the official sports structure.
Exactly. The source material lays it out pretty clearly. There was an exchange happening.
Yeah.
Athletes, coaches, too. They were essentially paying for two critical services.
Okay, what were they buying?
First, obviously, the performance-enhancing drugs, the PEDs themselves. But the second service was maybe even more critical.
Let me guess. Avoiding getting caught.
Bingo. They were paying for false test results, clean results. So they bought the means to cheat and the insurance policy against getting caught.
Wow. Buying immunity.
It completely undermines the whole idea of clean competition.
And to understand just how deep this went, how institutionalized it was, we need to hear from someone inside. Evgenia Petrina, the discus thrower. Her testimony was, frankly, chilling.
It really was. She was asked, how many in the national team were doping?
And her answer?
She suggested most of them. The greater part of 99%.
99%, that's almost everyone.
And she said you could get absolutely anything, whatever you needed.
Just staggering.
That 99% number, it really should make everyone stop and think.